everybody. Welcome to the April 2025 Tomica Showcase. I know, super behind, but got a lot to talk about here. So we're going to get right into it, starting out with the main lines. We got the Mr. Donut catering truck, which is a Toyota Town Ace pickup. Or, well, would have started its life as a pickup, but then would have gotten the catering truck, the box put on it. Now, this casting is not a new casting. It debuted in 2019, I want to say, as the... was it a hibachi truck? I want to say. But now we're getting it recolored as a donut truck, and of course it's technically a new release. And this is based on a real truck. They do actually use the Toyota Town Ace as Mr. Donut trucks, though I think they use the new body style. This is the previous, or the pre-facelift actually. They used the facelift. But here we go, Mr. Donut, maybe the Krispy Kreme of Japan. It looks like there might be some bagels on there. I don't see that many donuts. That looks like a bagel, but it could be a donut. That's definitely like a cake donut of some sort. I don't know. Not the usual donuts. But so you got the nice cab. I don't know why they don't like badge it as a Toyota. It says Toyota Town Ace. So it's kind of weird that they ignore the fact it's a Toyota. I like the little vent on the back here. Oh, so that might be a powdered donut. Oh, wait, no, that's completely different. Okay, that's a powdered donut. That one's probably got jelly in it. Mr. Donut. I like the little logo, the little wink, the chef hat. And ooh, that looks like a good donut. That one's got chocolate on it too. That one is chocolate. Now I'm hungry. Yep, we're starting off with a good one here. Getting hungry. So the Mr. Donut on the front there's a decal, but the rest is stickers, which is weird. Then you got the little flip up part here. Oh, like a little tray comes down and everything. Oh, it's all one piece. That's cool. I don't have the original release of this, so this is like new to me. It does have suspension, which is cool. And yeah, there's your Mr. Donut truck. The one utility vehicle released this month. The rest of them are Honda Freeds and Toyota and Nissan sports cars. So we're going to go into the Honda Freed. This is a third generation Honda Freed, which just came out last year, maybe? 24. Tomica has done the first generation Honda Freed. Here is the original Chinese variant with opening liftgate. The new one does not have an opening liftgate. I already know that. But it had a nice mainline release with liftgate, suspension, and of course this is, yeah, the made in China variant. It ended up getting a made in Vietnam variant as well. One of the few models that did. There is a color difference. This one's darker. It's hard. Yeah, it kind of picks it up there. And then like the Vietnams had like a different decal quality. Yeah, you can see the Honda badge is different, like completely different, a completely different decal. The rear end's pretty similar. Tail lights are a different color though, and also they look bigger on the Vietnam, or the decal itself is bigger. The tail lights haven't changed. Interestingly enough, the trim piece on the back of the Vietnam one doesn't cover the whole trim piece, while it does on the Chinese one. So that was 2010 is when they switched to Vietnam production. This is a multi-pack release, which was Vietnam only, so there's no variants of it. The grill's a separate plastic piece, by the way, which I'm like just noticing now in this review. I've owned these for a long time. I've never noticed that. But this one's, of course, from a multi-pack, a minivan multi-pack, which is weird because this is not really a minivan. I mean, it could be an MPV, but the step wagon's an MPV, so I don't know where this vehicle is supposed to fall in Honda's lineup. I don't even know if it's a K car. But nice red recolor there. Now we got two new Freeds to go with them. They haven't used that casting, the old one, in a while. I'd like to see that return in the sign set. But for now, we got the brand new Honda Freed. This is the regular release in blue, and then we got the first color variant in white. And the Step Wagon, of course, a few years ago had a variant. Or actually, no, not in the first color. It had a variant afterwards, exclusive to the Honda dealer. So I don't know if these will have a variant. But this seems like a very Honda-centric year for Tomica Mainline, with 3 new Hondas being introduced. The Freed, and then we'll have the Civic and the Vessel later, which the Vessel's pretty much the HR-V. But the Freed we do not get in the US at all. Or did I say Civic? Accord. Getting the Accord and the Vessel later, but right now we're focused on the Freed. Does have a front trim piece that's separate. It is lensed. The grille is painted black, and of course the Honda badge is chromed out. But it is lensed, but it's kind of like a dark lens. Like, you can see the difference between the lamp and the grille. It's all one piece. They just paint the grille so it doesn't look lensed, of course. But, I mean, it's really dark, really hard to tell that it is actually lensed. But then they put the white LED trim in there, which is something Tomica didn't normally do with lensed headlights, but they're starting to now because of the LEDs. They could get away with it with the HIDs because they'd make the little peg that glues into the body look like the HID. But now with all the LEDs, they kind of got to like put some effort into it. It's got similar design language to the Accord up here, though, with the little front triangular vents here. Got some black overspray from them as well. Actually, no, they're not even painted. They're part of the base. Wow, the color match is nice on this little trim piece. I didn't even notice it was a separate piece before. So that overspray must be from these. Nice black trim on the windows. And a little corner trim there. I like the taillights on this. I like that they actually did some taillight detail. Kind of takes away the Tomica charm, but makes it more realistic, and I appreciate it. Of course, the rear window's all blacked out, which is a typical thing from Tomica. They used to do that so it would hide the hinges for the moving parts, but now they kind of just do it because it gives it weight, which is fine. I like it. I like the look of it. It makes it look like the windows are tinted, which is appropriate. But yeah, it's overspray all over this. Like, look at it all. But there's like nothing over here. And then, yeah, it's all probably from that. Roof's got some overspray on it too. Like, that's some pretty thick overspray. That's not metallic. This looks dirty. And it doesn't even like pick up by eye. Like, I can't see that with my eyes. It just picks it up on the camera, which is so weird. But there is the Freed, and take a look at the suspension. That's some good suspension. I'm glad it's still got suspension. If they did not have suspension without the moving parts, it would be terrible. But I can live without the moving parts, just don't take the suspension away, because the suspension's the big charm factor here. And now we'll take a look at the first color, which I'm hoping is a very nice pearl white. That's another thing you'll see with Tomica. The first color variants, they're not all pearl white, of course, but when they are white, they're pearl. And they are gorgeous. So I'm hoping this one keeps up with the trend. If I could get it out of here. They normally do pearl white first color variants and then just straight black. And then occasionally they do a fun color. Like the Accord, I think, is blue, which is nice. Nice change of pace. Oh yeah, it's a wonderful pearl white. Although I'll probably be able to see the overspray better. Wonderful. I love this. I love the first color even more. I love this unique Honda blue. And we do get Hondas this color in the United States, and I've worked on them, and the painters that I work with complain about color match on those, which you wouldn't think. It's a lighter color, but I think it's the metallic in it that throws it off, because they do have a lot of different metallic color in there, and I think Tomica does pick up on that a little bit with the blues, and there's like a purplish metallic in there as well, and then there's like that black, like when you look right at it, it kind of looks like a black hole. Like, it's a super weird metallic setup, and the painters that I work with do struggle to match that color. But Here we have the white first color variant, which looks great. Of course, we can still see the overspray here, but I can't really see it by eye unless I really look for it. I mean, this one right here is a pretty big one I can see. But, of course, same lens detail. Then it's dripping off the top grill there. Same lens details. Of course, same trim detail. Wow, they were really sloppy with this one. Looks great. This one's mostly about the color, and it looks phenomenal. Now, in typical Tomica fashion, they never did a second generation Freed, so that's kind of disappointing. We kind of need one. And the base is kind of flat on this, which is super weird, but... Whoa. Camera's collapsing. Do the suspension test again, and we got very colorful Honda Freeds here. Very nice lineup, Honda Freeds. Now, those are the mainline releases for the year. I don't remember off the top of my head what they replaced. I'm normally better at keeping track of that, but I'm a little behind, so there's a lot going on. We're going to keep with one other mainline casting. This is the Toyota Supra GR GT4 Evo. That's a mouthful. This is pretty much the track edition. That it's right now it's a concept. They're planning on making a road car version of it. I don't know if they have yet or not. But this is essentially the road car. Now, it is, of course, based on the racing cars, but this one is part of the Tomica 55th anniversary. Now, they're doing a big thing for their 55th anniversary because their 50th got cut short with the virus, and they had to delay everything. So they're going big with the 55th anniversary, and they did the same thing that they did with the 50th, is they had the car brands design their own liveries, and I guess I'm sure Toyota chose the GR Supra to be the car to sport them. And this is what Toyota did with Tomica. Now, I don't know who exactly designed the liveries. I don't know if Tomica just designed them or if Toyota did, but I think this car does exist in real life. It's a weird thing, and it might even tell you here, but I can't read it. This is the first in the line. There's going to be 5 this year, opposed to 3 for the 50th. There was only 3. There's going to be 5 this year. So for the 50th, they had Toyota with the Supra, the regular Supra. Now we got the race version. Honda with the Type R, and Nissan with the GT-R. This year, we have Honda with the new Type R, Supra for Toyota, and then the Z for Nissan, but they also have the Suzuki Jimny and the Mitsubishi Delica rounding out the other 2 in the set, which of course Suzuki and Mitsubishi were not originally involved in the first project, so it's nice to see some new faces. But here it is. It's kind of got a two-face going on here, and it is a flat finish. This is not metallic, and I'm dropping it, but it's a flat paint finish, which is pretty cool. So you got this side's flat black, and then you got the white over here. And they got different decals on the side. This one, I don't know really what's going on here with these trim pieces, these honeycombs. 55th on the side of the hood here. You got your Toyota logo on the front. You got your LED strips. Of course, the grille is painted flat black, but this side, they didn't really have to line it out because it's all flat black. The honeycomb on the roof with the red stripe going right down the middle, transitioning onto the spoiler like a Viper. ACR, right? Viper ACR. Nice. That's it. That I forgot. The original one had that too. Are those the exhausts? Got the tail lights. Oh wait, no, the exhaust's down there. Oh my god. Chris got Tomica on that side of the roof, and then this side's just pretty much plain white with some black trim accents, and Toyota or Tomica on the front fender. Super cool. I should have brought out. Actually, I still can. Wait a minute. Let's cut. So here's the 50th one. Like I said, it was the regular Supra, and they used the same color combo, just a completely different scheme. This is the only one that did that. The Honda went blue and Nissan went yellow. Toyota's the only one that kept it the same. Well, sort of the same colors, but they don't look as good together as I thought, just because of how different they actually are. But you got the 50th anniversary and the 55th anniversary together there, so that's pretty cool. And of course, this casting does have suspension. No opening parts because it's a newer casting. Not to say that the new ones don't get opening parts, but moving on. While we're on the subject of Toyota, we'll move the race cars out of the way. We got the Toyota 3-car collection, Toyota Sport 3-car collection with the 8611, the MR2, and the Celica GT4. So, don't know which one's coming out of here first. Oh, it's the Celica. So the original release was white in the main line. So yeah, these are all previously existing castings, by the way. None of them are new. The original Celica was white, and I ended up restoring mine because it was pretty used. But it's kind of yellowed throughout the years, as most of my older white paint jobs, they've kind of yellowed. I don't know why, but I think it's the clear coat, honestly, that ate into them. But here we got a nice, simple black one as I'm dropping the box on the floor. I love the 3-spoke wheels that the GT4s have. But this is an old premium casting, which is surprising because there's no moving parts. Now, they stopped doing moving parts recently, but some of the older ones didn't have them at all. So you got nice painted headlight details. The grille is painted. The marker lights are painted. Toyota badge. And then the grille detailing up top here. No lensed or separate piece details other than the spoiler. And the taillights, sorry. I don't know why the taillights ended up being a separate piece. I don't know why these ones aren't really sitting straight. They're both like up in the air at different angles. Okay, Toyota logo, GT4 and Celica. The exhaust tip is painted silver. The black spoiler. And then the flat black trim on the window. This camera does not want to record a black car for some reason. It seems like it's struggling. Does get very good suspension for the rally car. And of course the GT4s were 4-wheel drive, so that was the rally spec. Now there was a regular premium release this month. It was the LaFerrari, which I probably should have got, but I didn't. I don't know why. And I opened the wrong side of the box. That's the empty bag from the Celica. Oh my goodness. Though the LaFerrari is not a car I really need, although I did see one in person, and it was gorgeous. And whoa, I totally forgot about this. Hold on, let's do the 8.6 first. That MR2 is just gorgeous. Here we have the 11, which of course the 11s had the fixed headlights, Chiranos had the pop-ups. And this one's got the lens headlights. The grille is of course part of the lens piece like the Honda Freed, but it's just painted separately to not look like it's part of the lens piece, but I know it is. Marker lights, you got your white license plate, you got the lovely, lovely 8.6 wheels. Love those wheels, so iconic. Nice brown interior, which I love to see. Dashboard is part of the body, so it's like separately painted. Lens taillights on the rear. Apex Edition. Corolla and the 11. I love the 11 font. It's awesome. And nice taillights. I wish they would do a coupe. I have the coupe from TLV, right? My TLV is a coupe. Yeah. But so far the 8.6 and the 11, or yeah, both 8.6s, I should say, in the premium line are hatches. And they both have opening doors, I believe. Yeah, they do. Though I would prefer them not to. Oh yeah, I have the regular 8.6 right here. Not the initial D one, just the regular. And that's a shame. Why did they detail the wheels on the 11? Because they did it on the 8.6 or the Tirreno. They are different wheels, but you're telling me they couldn't detail that? Strange. I like they both had the brown interiors. And of course you can see these slight taillight differences between a 11 and a Tirreno, which are captured beautifully with the Tomica. and they both have pretty good suspension. And now, I don't think you guys are ready for this MR2. This is gorgeous. I think this is why I wanted the set. Oh, you can't even see it. There you go, that metallic blue. That is phenomenal. It doesn't show up that well on camera. It's better in person, but that is just phenomenal. And of course, the gimmick here, there's no opening parts, thank God, but we do have, whoa, pop-ups. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Do this all day. I don't think it gets suspension. Oh, it does get suspension. It does get functioning suspension. Normally they don't do that with the pop-ups, but I'm glad they did. So this is the AW11 MR2. I might have called it an SW20 earlier. I don't really remember. I almost called it an SW20 now. I'm like, nope, hold on. Did they do? Yeah, they did do an SW20 TL or premium. I don't remember if I have it or where it is or not. Love the wheels on this. Of course, they didn't detail those either. The spoiler looks like a separate piece, but maybe it. Oh no, this is a separate piece. Whatever this is, that's part of the interior or the window. I think the vents here. That's why there's a line there. The T-tops are painted black, which is cool. Wow, there's... Okay, I would expect more detail on the rear end of this thing. That's weird. The exhaust is detailed, but where's the rest of the lamps and the trim? Like, what? That's weird. But, yeah, other than that, supercharger on the door, that's cool. Let's see that before. I love that font. But, yeah, that guy's awesome. I love it. Now, we got the two racing Tomicas. Whoa. With the R34 GTR Racing in the Zexel livery, which is a very popular livery, and I've even seen people recreate it. Though I don't exactly know what XL is, or if I'm even saying it right. But I've definitely seen photos of the real car, and this looks pretty good. Now, Tomica has done this livery before, believe it or not. And if I can repackage this box, I can get you a reference. Take a look at that. Let me turn around. Oh, God. I knocked over something. Boom. The Tomica Skyline History. Hasumi Skyline History. My bad. This is where you're going to find all the great wonders. Oh, yeah. I worry about leaving these in the box because I don't want them to start, like, the paint to start peeling off of them. But, I mean, I don't want to not leave them in the box. You know what I'm saying? But there is the livery. And I assume they have the... Oh, wait, no. Wow. These are not the Izumi liveries. Or, the Izumi. What is it? Oh, jeez. The Zexel. I mean, it looks pretty close, but... Whoops. This... Whatever, I just want to show these off. They're cool. They're not the same as that. I made a mistake. They're very similar. But, yeah, I love the set. I love the set, and I'm afraid to open it, but I'm also afraid to not open it. Or, I'm afraid to open it, and I'm also afraid not to open it. I don't know. Take that as you will. Let's take a look here. Now, the interesting thing about these racing Skylines is that they're all flat. The decals are all flat. Like, it's painted white, and the white's like kind of gloss, but then the decals are like the water jet, and they're just flat. There's no clear coat. So, and kind of grainy too. So it's very interesting, but they put a lot of details in this, and they put as many sponsors as they can I love this. There's even the Tamiya logo on there, which is another model company, which is crazy that Tomica would do that, because Hot Wheels would never put a Tomica logo on their cars. Gee, they should have done that with the Skylines, and they didn't. Number 1, which I'm sure was its position 2. Yeah, I can't even read half these decals because of the graininess, but it's awesome. Bridgestone, recognized Bridgestone, and of course Pennzoil's on there too, which we have the Pennzoil R34. Let's see. Yeah, I forgot what the other color was. I think they're in my premium case here. Oh, the other one was Zexel as well. I'm still saying that wrong. But of course Pennzoil, and then of course the Zexel one. So let's get both of them out here. This one I guess is more Loctite, which I know Loctite, we use them at work. But Zexel's always like a secondary sponsor. They get the hood, apparently. That's a nice combo. And actually, let me take out the Pennzoil one too. We got Castrol, which is nice foil to Pennzoil coming up. So, oh yeah, this one's got the champion sticker on the roof. 1998 champion. Gonna build a fleet of these Skylines. This is the new one. and they all get window banners too. This one's got Nismo on the window banner. And so does this one, but this one's got the Nexel or the Zexel. Now, finally, the final new release of April 2025, the Castrol R34. They really got to do the Telsonic 32 in this line. I hope that's coming soon, because that thing, it just needs to be done. They've done it in the main line, and they've done it in a special set. They've got to do it premium. That's the only way to do it justice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to. There's so much they can do with the R32 in this line. And this is a nice one. This one's mostly gloss, which is nice to see. It's only got a little bit of grainy decal on it. I was interested to see how they would do it, figuring that most of it was metallic silver. And they did it as they should. Check this thing out. Of course, they all get Bridgestone tires. I think they all literally have Bridgestone tires. Oh, this one's got the blue hubcap on it. These don't have any. Oh, this one's got blue too. This one's got red. Of course, same headlight details, but just the amount of sponsors they stick on this are awesome. I love how realistic they make these. Castrol in both logos on there. Nismo right under the side, or the side trim. Side exit exhaust. I forgot, these do have nice base details. Castrol. Number 2 on the back there. And there's even text on the bottom of the wing. That is crazy. www.kiruma.com. Do the other ones have text at the bottom of the wing? Oh, this one's got Nismo. Nismo. Let me guess. Nismo. So, a little bit different here, which is nice to see. I like that they're all just a little bit different, even though the same casting. It's got the same text on the top there, too. Vertec is on here. It's fun knowing the ones that I know and knowing the ones that I don't know. Like, I don't know what Zareen is. I know Vertec, I don't know Zareen. Rays, we know. It's a wheel company. Vertec does body kits and aftermarket parts for a lot of Toyotas. They do a lot of cars, but mostly Toyotas. Lovely. I love these racing Skylines, and they don't have suspension, but there is a lot of like slop in the wheels when you pick them up. What a nice fleet. I don't know if all these cars would have been racing at the same time. Same era, of course, because they're 34s, but I don't know if all of these were on the track at the same time, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure they had a few, like, all the XL cars were out at once, you know, kind of thing. Well, I don't know, it doesn't sound right, but I'm also used to NASCAR where there wouldn't be 2 cars sponsored by the same company. But Let me know what you guys think. Let me get the old ones out of here, which I can't even remember which are which. We'll put the main lines up for, well, no, we're not putting Mr. Donut up front. Sorry. He will block. He will be in the way. Actually, the Freeds kind of are too, but those are like the main center of attention because they're the new castings. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.